Coming up on BGJHS News, Charlie K will tell us about the importance of Women's History Month. We hear about the success of the academic team. We learn about Ramadan. All this and more coming up for BGJHS News for Tuesday, April 9th starts now. Hey BG, I'm Michael with your top stories. March is Women's History Month. Let's hear from Charlie K about how women in history have impacted our lives.
Because this month is Women's History Month, we talk to individuals about how and why Women's History Month has impacted their lives.
A woman that has inspired me is Kendall White because she's very kind and nice to others. I want to be more like Kendall because she's very passionate and puts a lot of effort into what she does. It inspires me to be more like her.
One that has inspired me is my mom because she taught me everything I know.
One woman in particular in history that has inspired me is Condoleezza Rice. She was the Secretary of State back in the 90s, and she always inspired me with her speeches of her intelligence, her work ethic, her dedication to always doing what is right. Kate Chopin was a woman who wrote in the 1800s. And when I first read her book, The Awakening, which was published in 1899, and I read it in the 1980s, I was astonished at the courage that she had to stand up for women's rights. And so really that book changed my life.
For BGJHS News, I'm Kate.
The academic team has studied and had fierce competition this year. Let's take it over to Julian to learn how their season has concluded.
Last week, the academic team went to state. We asked academic coach Miss Kimmer how she prepared her team for state.
We like to practice questions that we've already encountered or that we haven't practiced in a while, and use something called a buzzer system to play quick recall, where we ask questions and they get to answer those questions. And if they get it right, they get a bonus question, which they get extra points for their team.
She also told us what their biggest challenge has been so far.
The biggest challenge so far is having so many talented students, being so many extracurricular activities, because we've got the musical going on, and they have all sorts of extra things that they do. So getting everybody together to practice can sometimes be a bit of a challenge.
She finally told us what the team needed to work on going into state.
So I think we mainly need to focus on our architects and some of our artists that we keep forgetting. Also English. We always need to focus on literature.
For BGJHS News, I'm Jillian.
It is the start of a new quarter. For teachers, however, there are goals teachers will have whenever it comes to a new quarter. We have both teachers, Ms. Malcolm and Ms. Cook, who are teachers here at BGJHS. They have been working hard since the beginning of the school year, and when it comes to the last quarter, it seems to always be stressful. We have Ms. Cook here, a journalism teacher here at BGJHS. This year, she is a new staff member here, so she is constantly figuring out ideas when it comes to her job here. Although it is the start of a new quarter here, it is also the last quarter for the school year.
So my goals for the fourth quarter are to continue improving and growing our magazine and our news show. We've just started putting our magazine online. So I'm hoping that through that more students have access to it. So I think next year I want to find more opportunities for our journalism students to go out into the community, to conduct interviews with people that are hosting events or doing great things in our community, even our students that are doing things outside of our community that our students can go and participate in for our magazine. And yeah, I think that sometimes the last quarter is more difficult than the others. Kids, just like teachers, we're all ready for summer vacation.
We have another teacher here, Miss Malcolm. What is different is that she has been a teacher here in BGJHS for a while now. With her experience, she has been used to her own challenges. But even after being a teacher here for a while now, Miss Malcolm still has goals and challenges that she's still wanting to get done as a teacher here. which still awaits. She talks about how final days are difficult for her, but she enjoys it. Let's take another look.
My goals are to finish teaching all of our science learning standards and to hopefully be able to, communicate ideas clearly, even though things are going to get a little bit hectic at the end of the year. Next year, I always do new lessons and new units. So next year, we're going to start some new units on some new topics, and I always change things up a lot every year. I don't think they're more difficult, but I do think they're more exciting and busy, and so we definitely need to take a little bit more time to make sure everybody is knows what they're supposed to do and are getting things done in class.
Both teachers face their daily struggles daily, but these challenges still makes them to be the stronger person they are. Make sure to check out BGJHS News Weekly in our weekly news show. For BGJH News, I'm Nicole.
The holy month of Ramadan is the 9th month in the Islamic calendar. It is a month of fasting, worship, service, communal gathering, and spiritual development. Ali tells us more about this cultural holiday.
Have you ever wondered how Ramadan works? Well, today at BG, we interviewed 7th grade student Maram about Ramadan and her experience.
Ramadan, before sunrise, we eat a lot. So then when the sunrise comes, we don't eat. And then when the sun goes down, then we eat. Yes, children do fast during Ramadan. I started fasting around 9 years old. Ramadan lasts for 30 days. I do not cheat with fasting unless I have a good reason why.
We also interviewed Deco about her experience.
How I prepare for Ramadan is getting close with God and family and friends. The age limit is 12 and higher. I started fasting this year.
If you have a friend that's Muslim, wish them luck from BGJHS. I'm Ali.
Hey BG, this week we talked to lacrosse players about their upcoming season.
I'm most excited for practicing with my team and riding the bus for lacrosse.
How have you prepared for the upcoming lacrosse season?
I've prepared by practices every day.
How do you practice?
We do drills and stretches and games. I'm most excited for practicing with my team and riding the bus.
Now we talked to John Cannon about the lacrosse season.
I feel that we'll win a lot of games because we play a lot of teams that just started. Yeah.
How are you going to work to be a better player this lacrosse season?
Work to be a better player by practicing hard, winning games. Yeah. I think we'll have a successful season just because that there's a lot of new teams this year.
That's it. Thanks for watching.
Here at BGJHS, we have many familiar faces such as teachers. Well, some of the teachers are switching their occupations. Former PE coach, Coach Tao, will no longer be a coach, but Nurse Tao. Many other teachers will undergo this change.
Former coach and head chef, Chef Hastings, on a new role at a 5-star restaurant. We spoke to him to see what his thoughts are.
I will be a chef at a restaurant. I've had a dream of working in food for years. I actually used to teach a grilling class for community education. So I have an opportunity to live out my dream. Yes, I enjoy being a teacher and a coach. This is just a chance to live out something I've been doing for years.
Also former coach, now school nurse, Nurse Tao takes on his new occupation at BGJHS. We asked him some questions on his new job.
My new job is I am now the school nurse. It was okay, but I needed to be a nurse. I need to see some broken bones, some blood, some sickness. That's what I need. Well, we had quite a few kids getting sick and hurt in PE, and I thought, you know what? I can expedite things. I can make things a little bit easier. When they come down, they're sick and they're hurt, we rub a little dirt on it, send them right back to class.
It may be a bit of a change at Bowling Green Junior High, but definitely something to look forward to. Just don't forget to look at the date.
Now here's Nariah with your weekly announcements and Oliver with your weather.
Hey
BG, I'm Narayan with your weekly announcements. Junior high cheer tryouts are April 16th to the 19th. You need a KHSA physical before you take part in any part of our tryouts. See Ms. Dawson for more information. Dance team tryouts are April 30th and 31st, and May 1st, 2nd, and 4th. There'll be open practices on the dates on the screen, and anyone interested in trying out, you must have a KHSA physical to take part. See Ms. Cook for more information.
This week's weather will be mainly warm in the upper 60s and lower 70s, with a chance of rain all week. The lows will be 40s and 50s.
Thanks to Narayan Oliver, and thanks for watching BG. Have a great week, and remember, excellence is worth the effort.